Hi guys, it's been a few days. I have two goals. Number one, not to say the word 500 times. And number two, to be really real with you today. And in honor of that, you can see I did an awesome job doing my hair for you. I mean, just awesome. And to be honest with you, I threw some lip gloss on and no other makeup at all. So, whatever was there before my workout is what you get. The reason I wanted to make a video blog today is that I want to talk about some of the things that are associated with making big changes in your life. And before I started the 24-day challenge, I was already eating well, I was already working out, I was already trying my best to develop new healthy habits. But I didn't realize how unhealthy I really was. I mean, not sleeping well, things not moving appropriately in my digestive system, all those things being that way for years means that my body has been a mess for a really long time. And as far as like weight loss, it hasn't been really huge and significant for me. I've already lost, we're getting close to 60 pounds now. And the reality of my situation is that mainly at this point, my body is trying to build muscle. I've already shed a lot of fat. And what the 24-day challenge has done for me is, yes, I have lost weight. So I'll just say that, yes. But it hasn't been like some crazy huge number like 15 or 20 pounds. What it has done for me is I sleep at night without any help. I don't have to take any sleeping pills. I don't have to, do all this crazy stuff. And my digestive system is moving properly. And it's actually been consistent for a couple of days. And as sad as that sounds, that's really big for me because if you've been on my MFP, my Fitness Pal friends list, you know that it's something I've struggled with. And it just seems like suddenly my body caught on a couple of days ago and it just said, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do. And it just kind of started working and I feel so much better. So much better. And there's every indication, every sign that this is going to be kind of a permanent situation where my body is finally adjusted and I'm finally going to be able to get things going and keep them going for a long time as long as I stick with a similar kind of regimen as I am right now. Anything worth having is difficult, and I think that just about everyone on the planet, if there was some magic pill that made us lose all the weight we want to lose, build all the muscle we want to build, and be healthy, it'd be flying off the shelves faster than they could even make it or conceive of it. But the thing is, it doesn't exist. Even things like winning the lottery. Yeah, okay, it's great to win $30 million. That's wonderful. But most people end up crashing and burning when they win that money. They get selfish, they get greedy, and then they end up in horrible debt. Their marriages get ruined. They lose family and friends. But somebody who earns that money the hard way, who invests their time, their effort to build an empire for themselves, they appreciate it on a level that somebody that's just given to them can't. And I kind of see the same thing in terms of the way I live my life. The way I invest in myself is the kind of return that I'm going to get. And I know and I'm promised, and I don't know whether some of you believe in biblical ideals or not, but I'm promised that there's a plan, and I know that in order for me to fulfill that plan, I have to invest. I have to do my part. I have to live my life in such a way that sets me up for the returns that I deserve. Well, don't deserve, actually. No, I don't. But by the grace of God, they are freely offered to me. I've learned in this journey since way before Advocare and the 24-day challenge that what happens on the outside doesn't always reflect the inside. You see some beautiful people on the outside, but they're some of the ugliest, most insecure people on the inside. And there's some people that are maybe not so beautiful on the outside who are the most beautiful people on the inside. And I really feel like I've kind of always been a balance of both. That there's always been something beautiful about me, but there's always been something ugly too, because I never believed in myself. I never saw myself through the eyes of the Lord who created me. I always saw myself as a failure, and what's happened is even though I'm 60 pounds lighter 58, give or take, I still see the same person that I was, 60 pounds ago. Because I am still in the process of dealing with this stuff up here. So the one thing that this 24-day challenge will not do for you is it will not solve your head problems or your heart problems. You have to actively seek to change those things so that what happens out here is more meaningful. And I talk about this, it might be embarrassing or seem kind of weird, but it's a real issue that a lot of people don't think about. They think if I could just lose the weight, the whole world would be better. If I could just win $1 million, everything would be great. Well, that's just really not reality. Anything worth having is worth working for and has to be earned. I've had a couple of struggles the last couple of days. I really love cheeseburgers, like a lot. I mean, they're my favorite thing. I didn't eat them all the time, but I've been craving one really bad. And I had to ask myself, how bad do you want that cheeseburger? How bad do you want it? Is it worth sacrificing your purpose? Will I never have one again? Of course not. I'll have a cheeseburger again, believe me. But right now, my mission is to get through this 24 days and be committed. That is my purpose, is to get myself healthy and do it the way that I know is working. And this is working. So it's worth investing that time. And I can wait till my free day. No big deal. But, it's not easy. It's not all roses and rainbows. There's some days that are harder than others. And at first, the first 15, 16 days were easy. Easy peasy, no problem. But, as time goes on, you're around more people, you smell things, it's not super duper simple, especially in a world that is just plastered with all of these delicious things to eat and people having parties and barbecues in the summer. Those issues are always going to be there, and there's always going to be temptation. It just matters what your purpose is and how committed you are to that. And so I just say, if you decide to do this, go all the way. If I can do this, you can do this. There are thousands of people all over the nation right now, this very minute, who are doing this and are changing their lives for the better because of it. Not just because they want to get thinner, but because they might have a heart condition or diabetes or something that is going to shorten their life, and their family and their purpose on earth is more important than the delicious fatty foods they like to enjoy eating. So I would just say, as a form of encouragement, it's worth it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. You're worth it. I'm worth it. Find your purpose, and that's all you need. Focus on that. Keep that in the forefront of your mind all the time, and you will succeed. And I will just say that work on the inside. Don't focus only on the outside. Work on the inside too. Because if you don't love yourself now, you won't love yourself 30, 40, 60 pounds from now. And I mean that, and that comes from personal experience. You will filter things through this looking glass that's distorted, and you will never be able to fully appreciate how far you've come, where you're going, or what your plan is for your life. So I hope this is encouraging for some, and if not, we all have our own ways of thinking, and this was just my 2 cents on the subject. So I hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.